Today I want to cook two things at a time. I want to kill two birds with one stone. If you're living in Germany and you are an African wife, if you're watching me and you're an African wife, you understand what I mean. You have a lot of things to do. And if you're working and taking care of your home, you have to organize a way to eat well. If you're just landing on this my stream, my name is Norita James. I'm a clinical research scientist working and living in Germany. But I try my best to be able to ensure that I and my household eat well, because my channel is all about talking supplements, preventive health. I'm a cancer survivor, so preventive health is very important. There are certain things you can prevent by what you eat and the supplements you take. It's not just enough to take supplements. You need to eat something. That is why vitamins and minerals are called supplements, because they need to supplement something. So if you are not eating well and you take supplements and you say, these supplements are not working, that is because you are not eating well. And I believe in cooking what I eat. You need to cook what you eat. Create time to cook it. And that is why I'm doing this live stream today, this Saturday, because this is how my Saturday is. I cook a lot of things. And because I need to cook a lot of things, I have to learn how to manage time and get a lot of things done. So today I want to cook egusi and mai. So I want you to see how I manage my time in Europe to also ensure that I eat my African nutritious food. It's not that there is no food in Germany, but I'm sorry to say most of the food here is organic. Even if you go to the shop and they tell you this is bio food, I don't believe in it. So, I know that to eat African food, you need an arm and a leg. They're expensive, but I mean, what am I working for if I cannot eat well and enjoy the money? So now that is washed, I need to put stockfish in there. As you can see, what I used to cook is cow leg shaki. In fact, what you call organ meat. I rarely use beef to cook because as you grow older, organ meat is much better in terms of your cholesterol and so on. Organ meat is much better. You know? So I'm going to put stockfish. Stockfish now, we can't eat and put two because it costs a ham and a leg. But since we must eat now, we have to buy it. So now what I will do, I will start boiling it. I'll start boiling it now. Let me put some water in it. Let me put water in it. How do you cook your meat? The reason I'm actually adding water, most times I don't add water, I allow my meat to bring out its water, but because, as I said, I am managing time, so I'll put water in it. I'll put some water in it so that I can put egg in it, the egg I want to use for my. So I'm killing two birds with one stone by doing this now. So I'm going to add more water. I have my water there. As it is cooking, let me get my eggs and put inside. I want to be using, I think I will use 4 eggs. 4 eggs. I've put the 4 eggs there. So as the water is boiling, it will just boil my eggs for me. So while that is happening, I want to start my Let me get my big pot. Oh no, not big pot, smaller pot first. I need to wash the pot I want to use. I'm not editing anything in this video. I'm just showing you as this. I don't want to edit anything. This is just a simple African woman cooking on a Saturday. See what our life is like. Women, they know they get rest. African woman especially. So you have to learn how to manage your time. At the same time, ensure that you and your family are eating good food. That's it. If I'm in Nigeria now, all these ones, not the house girl will do for me. The house girl will at least prepare everything for me, then I'll do the cooking. But here, there's an adage in our Akwa Ibom language that says, Afopa, Afodori dem mo. If you don't understand this, I will interpret it for you. It means that now you go faint. Now you yourself go pour yourself water, make you wake up. Because in Europe, you want to get somebody to do this kind of thing. No money that you will pay. Because that money itself will make you not to even think of that kind of thing. Get up and do your thing by yourself. Okay, small pot is ready. Now I want to start with my I'm going to boil water because I need warm water. So I will just boil a little water. Just a little because I will mix it. I want it to be warm. The water is boiling. This is what I use this here. It's a beans flour that I normally buy from Afro shop. You know, you can always use normal beans, but as I said, I will not kill myself. You have to do something that you know you can do, and this serves me very well. I've been using it. I've not had any problems with it, you know, and at least I can get to eat protein, because here most of the things you eat most of it is carbohydrate, and this is my best way taking protein here without too much stress. Because if you want to really peel your beans, that takes time. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. Water is boiling. I'm going to need this. I'm going to need this. So first, I'll just put in this. I actually use my eyes to do it, I know. But it depends on how many people want to eat this. So most times I use 1/3 of it, 1/3 of a pack to do my own mai. So it depends on how many people you have in your house that you want to serve the mai. You know? I hope that will be enough. Let me look. Should I add a little bit more? Let me add a little bit more. So the water is ready. What I will do now, I will just put a little bit of the hot water and then fill it up with cold water. So it should not be pure hot water. It should be mixed. So a little bit of the hot, and then I will fill it up with the cold water. So I'll now pour it into just a little, because I'm going to be adding stew to it. I'm going to be adding stew. I made it yesterday when I came back from work. That is how I divide my time, because if I'm to do everything in one day, I don't have energy to do any other thing again. So I have to keep mixing it so that it blends very well. There's no lump, nothing. It's actually looking small. I think I'm going to add a little bit more. It's looking small to me. Okay, looking at it, I think I'm going to need a little bit more. That'll be enough, I hope. You know, this has very high concentration of protein. And as you're growing older, your muscles need a lot of protein. A lot. You know? So it's better as you're growing older, you eat a lot of protein. There are some supplements that are just protein-based. Protein supplements, you know, just for your muscles. So protein is very, very highly recommended, especially as you're growing older. I'm mixing it, so I have to make sure that there are no bumps in it. I have to make sure of that. I'm just turning the meat so that the water doesn't spill out. There's this white fat that comes especially from cow leg when you're boiling it. That's what I'm moving on from the surface. You can look at it. I'm moving from the surface of the cooking meat. That's what I'm doing. Okay, our eggs is boiling inside the boiling meat. You see, we are killing two birds with one stone. We are boiling our egg and we are boiling our meat at the same time. Now let me continue with this. My. Okay, that's enough. Now I'm going to put in stew that I made yesterday. I'm going to put it in there. That is too small. Let me get a little more stew and put there. This is how I plan my time, because we don't plan your time. You find yourself carrying money to work and be eating. You know? Then by the time you're spending 10-15 euro every day to eat at work, meanwhile, if you had used your Saturday or Sunday well, then you save yourself some euros. Use it to do something else. Now let me just rinse the stew, the pot, and then put it back there. Put it there. Now when you're doing my mind, the texture of the beans should be very, very light, almost watery. Because if it is not, you find out that it will be too strong by the time you do the my should be almost watery as you're seeing it now. The consistency should be almost watery. That's the best. So this is good. It's almost watery. Now we're going to add a little more salt, curry, and then I will add paprika powder, garlic powder, and all that, and Maggi sauce. Then I'll taste it to see. And I'll add a little bit of curry. I will add a little bit of paprika. And then Maggi sauce. And that's it. I don't put any pepper because the pepper from the stew is okay. Takes care of that. So see how lovely it looks. Let me shift this a little. See the color? Very lovely. So, believe it or not, my mama is ready. Just for me now to distribute it into my cans. It's ready. Chicken. If I were to use beans direct, by now I'm still washing the beans. And believe me, wonderful people, I don't have that time. I have so much to do. I have to wash, I have to clean the house and all that. So there's a lot to be done. So I need to plan my time and do things as fast as I can. Please test for salt and all that. If it's not enough, you add a little bit. It's lovely. Tastes beautiful. Good. Now that is ready. Let me remove this. I need to wash this thing. When I first came to Europe, normally I do all my cooking, then later I wash. Taught me how to wash as I cook. Initially, I was really reluctant to do that, but I discovered that sometimes when you finish cooking, so it's good as you're cooking, as that energy is there, as you're cooking, you're clearing, you're cooking, you're washing. And I've been doing it for years, and it's amazing. It's better. It's better than just packing things. You end up exhausting. By the time you finish cooking, maybe you don't even feel like washing yourself. If you're cleaning as you're cooking, my dear, it saves you a lot of energy and stress later. Okay. That is settled. Now let's pour our maimai into our cans. Let me get the cans. These are the cans. These cans, I got them from tin tomatoes. My dear, you need to improvise. Oh. You need to improvise. I got this from tin tomatoes. Whenever I eat my tin tomatoes, I keep them so I can use them for my maimai. Okay. So the first thing you need to do, I have to put in olive oil on the body. I have to put in olive oil. This is the olive oil. This one is quite expensive. There's another one I have here that is not so expensive. So if this is too expensive for you, this one, if it is too expensive for you, you can always use this one. So I think I should use this other one. I like using it to drink something. I like taking it raw. So let me use this one. I'm using this one now. So I'm going to put it in there. Then I'll now use it for the other cans. So I'll just pour it, ensure that it's all over the body. It's all over the body. Then I'll pour it into the next one. Pour it into the next one. And then I'll keep doing that. This is so that when the maimai settles, it doesn't stick to it. It doesn't stick to it. That's just why we do this. As I said, olive oil is better than all these corn flour oil, sunflower oil, all those kind of oils. Granite oil that you use. Because those granite oils, they have omega-6. I'm not saying you shouldn't use it at all, but don't make it frequent. Because I know that olive oil is expensive. A lot of people might not be able to keep up with it. But If you can, try. Because olive oil contains omega-3, and you all know that omega-3 is fantastic for your heart. Omega-3 is amazing for your heart, so you need it. So I think that's the last one. Let's see if I can get something there. Okay, that is finished. Now I need onions, and I'm also going to need sardine. So let me lay this aside, bring my chopping board to chop some onions. Ah, Sonia was a sport. Let me see if I can remove. No, I can't use it. I have to get another one. This one looks okay. Don't know how much onions you like using, but me, I use a lot of onions in my cooking. A lot, quite a lot. You know, onions contains flavonoids. It's a very, very powerful flavonoid, which is very good for our immune system. So I don't joke with onions and garlic. I can't use fresh garlic. I buy the powdered garlic and I use it because those things are very good, very, very good antioxidants. They're fantastic antioxidants. So what I do, I cut it into two. Let's see if I can turn this. I cut it into two and then just slice it like so. That is ready. Now I think my egg should be ready now, but first let me get this first. My sardine, one sardine is okay. You know, sardine also contains omega-3. This is one of the fantastic things, food that contains very high concentration of omega-3. I'm going to be putting it there. So what I will do now, I will just, let me remove this. I'll just put it directly into the mai. Just mix it up. So you see how this is. This is very, very nutritious, you know. Very, very, very nutritious. Contains virtually everything. It contains protein. It contains your omega-3 fatty acids. Contains the onions brings in the flavonoids as your antioxidants. Everything. So by the time you eat this now, go and take your supplements. There is no way you will not be a bouncing mama or a bouncing papa. Yes, so okay, I think what's remaining now is our eggs. Let me get that out from here. Let me get that out here. Eggs, so where are you? Okay, that's number 3. Let's look for, what is the last one? I've seen it. Okay, so I have my 4 eggs. I have to peel it. Normally when you bring out eggs like that, it's best to put cold water. It's easier for you to put it without it scattering. You put it in cold water. Before you peel it. So I'm going to peel it. This egg, don't disgrace me here. You better peel well. If you have a way of peeling eggs faster, please drop your comment too, because it is the only way I know how to peel it too, without it having all those cracks and wounds. If you know of a better way, drop your comment. That is a faster way, because now over 1 minute I'm still peeling one. So that by the time you see food on the table, you know what the person that is cooking it has gone through. Eggs also has a lot of protein, and the egg yolk has omega-3. I really emphasize omega-3 because a lot of people, young people, they just slump, and before you know it, they say they had the cardiac arrest, coronary infection, or the next thing you see that they're having stroke, or they had a silent hypertension they were not even aware of. Take a lot of food that contains omega-3, please. And if you can afford it, take omega-3 supplements. I take it. Despite all this good food, yeah, they cook it, I still take omega-3. Just an advice. It works for me. So you could also try to see if it will work for you. See what I mean? When you put eggs directly in cold water like that, it helps you to peel it without any of those wounds. I call it wounds on the eggs. So you have a smooth egg. It's not egg that everything has finished from the body. As you're peeling it, you're peeling the egg together with it. You know what I mean? If you've been peeling egg, you know what I mean. I'm finished with that. It's now time to put our mama into our cans. So what I'll do, I have let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cans. So I'll just cut this into 2. I'll just cut each of the eggs into 2 pieces, just 2 pieces each. Just cut it into 2. So now let's put our mai inside. So first you get a tin and then get your mai. It's a little bit of it. Little bit of it, and then I'll put the egg, half of it, and then I'll put some onions in it, and then I'll top it up a little bit. Please don't fill it up because it's going to, you know, expand a little when it is boiling. So something like that is okay. So that's exactly what I'm going to do for all of it. How do you do your mai? Do you use cans or do you use cellophane? If you've been using cellophane, I think I would advise you against it because there are studies that have shown that plastic has some components that can cause cancer, especially when you subject it under heat. You know we are going to be boiling this. So if you're using plastic, all those plastic to do your mai, stop using it. It's really not good. Try and use, you know, steel to do it, or cans like this. It's much better. So more than halfway. Yes. last one. Remove all this thing. As I said, if you have a better way of, another way of preparing your own mai, let me know. Maybe I can learn 1 or 2 tricks from you. Or this is the way I do mine. And the remaining egg, I'll just cut it into maybe 2 or 3 of it. Finish. My mama is ready to go on fire. So the remaining hot water that I bought, I'm now going to put it there for it to use and start boiling. That is my mine on fire. Let me cover it. So that is done now. I think I have to end this stream here so that I'll do another stream on continuation stream where I'm going to be making the egusi soup. So this is me. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm wearing this. I always wear this so that air will not enter the food. Strands of hair. It's always good if you're doing anything cooking. You have to wear something over your head so it doesn't enter the food. It's very important. So stay tuned for my next stream. I'm going to continue to do something else. That is the egusi soup. See how fresh I'm looking at 57. I'm almost 58. Next month I'm 58. These are the kind of food you should eat.